Hey guys, this is really annoying. I've already done this video once. I tried it with my eye device and it didn't work, so doing it again. If I see one enthused, put up with it. If you're watching, of course. Rightio, so I'm doing a review on New Japan Pro Wrestling's New Beginning in Sendai show. So it's the follow-up to the first show, New Beginning in Osaka. I mean, this was a better show than that one. I like this show. The undercard was consistently good, so that was good. So yeah, let's just get on to the matches. First up, we had Captain New Japan Nakanishi taking on Satoshi, Kojima, and Yohei Komatsu. This was pretty ugly, I think. I mean, I don't think it was a great opener. Nakanishi just doesn't seem interested at all at the moment. I mean, no one's really cared about him. I think the fact that he's kind of a legitimate athlete sort of keeps him there. He didn't sell for Komatsu at all, and he tried his best, and he wants to have a good crack, and his work with Nakanishi sucked, and because of Nakanishi, he just didn't sell. All of Nakanishi's offense just was so uncredible, it wasn't funny. This gets 1.5 stars. Righty, on to the next match. I like this one. We had Jay White and Tiger Mask taking on reDRagon, Fish, and O'Reilly. I haven't seen Jay White yet wrestle, and well, he was good. I quite liked him. His selling was good. His offense seemed credible. He seemed like he's been wrestling for a while, and he got himself over as well. He no-sold a couple of things, and he got a big pop for it. He probably got the biggest pop out of all of the wrestlers in that match. So that's saying something. He's got some talent. Apart from that, no one really stood out. Tiger Mask and O'Reilly's segment was pretty poor. The positioning was really bad in the segments. I don't mind Bobby Fish. He's a decent worker. I mean, you can tell he's got more experience than O'Reilly. He's wrestled in Noah for quite a while. When my exodus in sort of Puroresu occurred to 2010, he was starting to do some. He was when Pro Wrestling Noah was doing some good stuff. He was around, and I think he carried this match somewhat as well. You could see him calling shots, and he did well. reDRagon are just not over at all at the moment. They can't. I don't think they're doing very well as the junior tag champs. The crowd just doesn't buy them at all. Yeah, apart from that, I did enjoy this match, and I thought it was good. I gave this 2.5 stars. Alright, next up we have Bullet Club Trio, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks taking on Time Splitters, whom consist of Alex Shelley and KUSHIDA, and Mexican Mascara Dorada, who I think just signed a contract in New Japan, might have been last month. There were some sweet spots in this one, easy to digest as well. Decent build up, and most of the frenetic segments made sense, so that helps. I liked this match better than the 3-way tag match at Osaka, because it's basically because it's more organic, and it could make sense. That other match at Osaka, it was just so fast and just move after move. I couldn't follow it. I could follow this one because it was organic, and it was paced better, and they shifted gears when it made sense. Dorada gets the roll-up pin here and puts himself over and puts him into the IWGP junior title scene. He attempted to speak Spanish as well, which was kind of funny. There was a really good spot in this one where Dorada gave Kenny Omega like a sunset flip onto the outside. There was a bit of drama, and had a nice little decent build-up as well, so that helps. This match flowed nicely. They gave us 2 3/4, so there you go, almost 3 stars, but that's pretty good. Right, next up we had the NWA World Junior title, Jushin, who's the champ, taking on challenger Chase Owens. This match was pretty bad, really short. I think it was just short, just to break the match up. There was nothing much in this at all. 1.5 stars for this one, and Chase Owens wasn't too bad in this. Right, next 2 matches we had the NW World Heavyweight title match between Rob Conway and Hiroyoshi Tenzan. And then the match after that one was Sakuraba and Toru Yano taking on Kota Ibushi and Tetsuya Naito. Now, I watched these matches last night, so I can't remember. I can't give a detailed analysis just because I can't remember. But I remember I both liked them, so I'm just going to give them 2.5 stars each. They were both. I know for a fact they were both just quite decent, solid matches. Right, next one we had Bullet Club, Bad Luck Fale, Yujiro taking on Chaos Duo, Okada and YOSHI-HASHI. This was good. Just the same. It was the same theme though. Just pumping out two plus star matches in the undercard, and it's fine. Just going through the motions. It's a good undercard, so that's one. I think that's one of the foundations, the strengths of this show was that it was a pretty solid undercard, much better than the show in Osaka. So solid 2-star match again, getting Okada over again. The next one, I actually fell asleep in, so I can't get this one. I literally awoke when Tanahashi was celebrating his win, but it was probably good. If that's good enough for you. But yeah, next up, this is the semi-final, and this is the one that people were talking about and raving on some of the forums. I think if I'd watched this match live on New Japan Pro Wrestling World, I'd probably appreciate it more. I knew what they were trying to do. They're trying to get Honma over without him winning, so they made it a long match, and he kept kicking out a bunch of near falls, too many near falls in my opinion. Saying that, it is a match of the year candidate. I can empathise with that. It's probably my number 5 match of the year so far in 2015, and we're only in mid-February, so obviously it's going to get knocked out when something big comes up. And I'm assuming when I watch the DDT Saitama show, I'd say one of those matches is going to knock this one off that top, the number 5 spot. The issues in this one for me were that there was a spot where Honma did his headbutt off the top rope onto the outside, and it's huge. That's a massive spot. I'm not sure if he's done it before. He probably has. I don't remember seeing it, I think. But I just don't understand why they didn't work that into the finish. They did it, I think it was about 2/3 in. It might have been halfway. I remember there was heaps. It seemed like there was so much after it. And I don't understand why they just didn't work into the finish, because they did it and then the ref started counting from to 20 and they were back in the ring and they just started doing stuff again. That didn't make sense to me. I think when they were going through the finishing paces, I just think they struggled to shift gears when they wanted to. They were trying to, but they just couldn't. And yeah, they're the two main issues: shifting gears in the finish and that high spot. I mean, awesome match nonetheless. I mean, I thought their match at Wrestling Dontaku was better last year. I'm giving this 4.25 stars, so not quite 4.5. And obviously, I still liked it. 4.25 is that's a good rating. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I mean, you'll like it, but not quite as good as what some people were making it out to be. Alright, so next up we're on to the final, the main event. It's Shinsuke and Yuji Nagata. I think it's almost a classic case of the semi-final getting the plaudits and the crowd being underwhelmed by the quality of the final match, and it was pretty obvious. I mean, I don't think the crowd popped once in this match. They were really disengaged, and I think it's because of the quality of the semi-final. I mean, this happens all the time. If there was a crowd for this one, the match may have been better, but it wasn't. So it wasn't that great of a match. I gave this 3.5 stars for the event between Shinsuke and Nagata for the IC title, and Shinsuke retained. So there you go. I mean, Nagata was never going to win, and there was that as well. He's not, Shinsuke's not going to job to Nagata. I mean, just not going to happen. So it was a good show. Probably, in terms of quality, probably better than the Osaka one. I was just slightly disappointed by the semi-final event. I did expect more, and as I said, if I watched it live, I'd probably appreciate it more. Alright, so that's that, guys. Thanks for watching if you did.